All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, another WNBA video. Today, I have a little something different for you. I had mentioned in my WNBA end of season awards that I had a extra award that I sort of mentioned very briefly, but I kind of want to dive into it a little bit more. Just a quick little video for you guys, and it was Comeback Player of the Year, and my Comeback Player of the Year was Cameron Brink, and I was just watching some of her highlights while I was finding some stats and everything, preparing for this video, and I was just so compelled to make the video even more after seeing those highlights because she has done amazing. She's been back for about a month. She missed 13 months because she sustained an injury in her rookie year. Only played, what she play, 15 games? 15 games, and she played 21 minutes. She has not started a game. She's not played over 15 minutes this season thus far, but it's looking like she'll play more than 15 games this season, which is great. And I just want to talk about what she's been doing for the Los Angeles Sparks and sort of the Los Angeles Sparks push towards the playoffs. There's a chance that they can make it, and Cam Brink's a huge part of that. So if you like what I've said, like the video. If you have your own opinions, comment it down below. If you like the vibes, consider subscribing. So as of the recording of this video, I'm recording this on Friday. This will go up on what is it? Saturday? Yeah, I think it's gonna go up on Saturday. And they play, let's see. Let's see. They play, do they play? There's a bunch of WNBA games this weekend. I'm not sure if they're on the calendar though. Yeah, they have a huge break. They don't play again till the 26th. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So this will stand. So right now, as it is, they're 17 and 18. The Mystics are right on their tail. They can catch up to the Storm. They're 18 and 18. That would put them in the playoffs, and then they have to play the Lynx in the first round. So that's what you get for being the 8th seed this year, playing the Lynx. And yeah, let's talk about the last month for Cameron Brink. Cameron Brink. If you don't remember, Cameron Brink, the number 2 pick in the 2024 NBA draft, 6'4", um, forward slash center. I would deem her more of a forward at this point. But she's been absolutely spectacular over the course of the month she's been back. Essentially, we're a week shy of a month back, and again, she hasn't been coming. She has been coming off the bench. She hasn't started any games. They're trying to keep her below 15 minutes from what I've seen in her game logs. She has a couple 19-minute games in there, but in that time when she's come off the bench, she's played. She has only 2 games where she has 0 points. Some of the games here, just off the top, some of her better games. 14-point game versus the Seattle Storm. One block, 2 steals, only 1 turnover, 5 rebounds, 2 defensive, 3 offensive rebounds. The 3-point shot has been really good. Has been really good. I don't, and again, she only played 15 games last year, so she didn't really get to showcase her full. I guess how would you put full like arsenal, but the 3 ball has looked really good, and she's taken about the same attempts she did when she before she got injured, which was around 2. In her rookie year, she shot 33%. This year, she's shooting 42% from 3. Her 2 point percentage is up as well. Was that up about let's see, 6%? Yeah, so from 43 to 48. Her free throw was up by what is that? About what was that? 84 from to 90, which is really good. Her turnovers are down. Her blocks are down, but that's I think that's just a subject of the minutes. It's only down by zero point 0.3, roughly, and then her steals are about the same, and her points she's averaging 5 points, almost 6, uh, compared to last year where she's averaging 7, and her minutes again are down. But her her field goals up as well. Her field goals attempted have gone down by 2, but her percentage is a little bit better. So I think that will even out. Probably even out to around, what would that be? So 39 and then 45. That's like 41. Yeah, 41%. if you combine the two together, which is really good. And then yeah, a year older, a year better. Um, she looks great out there. The defensive numbers for her are absolutely ridiculous. She only has one game in her return here where she has, or two, pardon me. She has 2 games here where she has 0 blocks, um, which is super impressive. There's one game here versus the Fever. She didn't score, but she had 5 blocks and 3 rebounds. Only 2 personal fouls, which is crazy. Um, if you look a little deeper into the run the the Sparks have been on with her return, especially adding a little bit more depth at that forward spot for them. That's sort of what she is right now. Probably what she is going to be, whether the season ends in 9 games for them or ends in the playoffs. A huge bench piece at this point for Cam Brink and the Sparks. They've only lost 3 games. They've won, was this, one, two, three, four, five, six games. Um, they've lost 4, won 6, and they had a crazy game against the Storm. Was When is this? Uh, an overtime game versus the Storm, yeah. And then they had another crazy game more recently on the 20th. That was 2 days ago, 3 days ago when you guys are seeing this, where Kelsey Plum hit a big shot to beat the Wings. So yeah, super super good stuff. Looking at some of the numbers for the Sparks, Kelsey Plum is leading them in points. Stevens is leading them in rebounds with 7. Kelsey Plum, my girl KP, former Las Vegas Ace, shout out. 6 assists. Derica Hamby, 1.5 steals, and Stevens again with the 1 block per game, leading the team. And I just wanted to get on here and talk about Cam Brink because man, the defensive stuff she does, and she's gotten a little bit. I think this comes with when you're injured and you're sitting on the bench and you're just watching the game from a great seat, by the way, right on the bench. You get to you get to see the game from a different perspective, and her switching under the guards is a little bit better. Her how do I say this? Her IQ was already so high, so I don't know how it could have gotten better, but it seems a little bit better. It seems a bit more calculated. She does have some games here where she does have 3 fouls, which is not great. Her turnovers still aren't high this year. Doesn't have a game with over 3 turnovers, and there are some really positive steps that this team is going forward. And I talked about this team all year, and they've managed to hang around enough to this point in the season to where they're almost in the playoffs. I mean, they literally just need to win one more game, and the Storm need to lose one, and they're in the playoffs. If the playoffs started, whenever that would be, whenever the Sparks play their next game, and the Storm. Let me see when the Storm play their next game here. They play Dallas, or they have played Dallas, um, on Friday. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I think I said this in my video when I was talking about the playoff picture and everything in the WNBA, and it has changed. I don't even want to talk about. I'm not even talking about the top half of the conference because it has shifted a little bit, and I'm gonna wait for this weekend to be over because there are a lot of games, a lot of critical games that are coming up this weekend that will sort of shift the standings again. So I'll wait on that, but Sparks are hanging around, man. I mean, it's literally Golden State, Seattle, and the Sparks are just hanging around this 18-win window. And I mean, the Fever are around there too, but they've lost 2 less games than everybody else in that conversation. So they would need to go on a huge losing streak. The Fever would, but I think it would be so interesting to see the Sparks versus the Lynx, or yeah, because nobody's catching the Lynx. The Lynx are was that a handful of games ahead of everybody else and have so many few losses on the season. If we look at some other stats here for Cam Brink, let me see. I just want to see was trying to find some of these numbers, and sometimes these numbers are really hard to find for the WNBA. Like trying to look for her blocks for her Cameron Brink blocks, and they have her listed outside the top 20, which is fair in total blocks and total and blocks per. But I thought she was higher in these for some reason. I'm seeing a lot of stuff, a lot of numbers like you see on your like Instagram or something. It pops up and it's like, oh, Cam Brink is this many games and this. I have this one that I know I have here. I know I have it here somewhere. She has the most. Let me see. Now I have it. Now this one's a bit older, but Cameron Brink has or had the third most five block games in the WNBA since 2024. So she's pushing out there, man. She's really trying um in her return. And to cap this video off, because I said this would be a quick one, I think Cam Brink's potential and the stuff she's doing, especially when you compare it to people in her same age range, Angel Reese, Kiki Finn, um, Aaliyah Boston. I think she's a bit different than all those players. She's more of this forward center tweener in the sense of like she probably plays the best all around defense of a big recently in her age range, because obviously you have Defensive Player of the Year winners like Nafisa Collier and Asia Wilson, who are tops at the league in general. But I think Cam Brink can get there, and the stuff from her return is very positive. Knee injuries for women just in general, um, it's very hit or miss. Either you come back and you're the same, or you come back and you're never the same. She looks relatively the same, and the Sparks probably my second favorite team, man, because they have Kelsey Plum. I've been a Kelsey Plum fan since Washington. Since she was at Washington, and then obviously she was a San Antonio Star, and then she was a Las Vegas Ace, and now she's a Spark, and then Cam Brink is all world, man. Um, Stand out at Stanford to having a rookie year cut short to coming back now. Um, it's really inspiring. It's really good perseverance on her part. So yeah, that's the video. That's all I want to say about Cam Brink and the Sparks. Not gonna do any game previews because there's just so many variables going on. The Chicago Sky beat the the Liberty last night. The the Dream beat the Minnesota Lynx either the night before or the one previous to that. There's a lot going on right now, so we'll save that for a Monday video. And yeah, I am working on. Well, I should say this. The lack of videos is because I've been working on a much longer form video in the Turmoil series, or what I hope to be a series. I've been working on it for a little bit now, and yeah, so the videos might be a little hit or not hit or miss. What's the word? Inconsistent over next week, maybe the week after that. But you guys will get a super long video um, to digest, to watch, to listen to. It's about the Phoenix Suns and what's been going on for the past decade with them and where they're going to end up in the future, next season in the NBA, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I'll put a card in the top right corner if you want to watch that video. If you haven't already, if you've watched it and you didn't click like or you just didn't finish it, maybe you should finish it, because the new one's going to come out very soon. So, yeah, I also have a WNBA playlist. I'll put that in the top right corner as well. Check out my other WNBA stuff. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Cheers.